Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Hoping everybody's out there. Good morning, good day, good afternoon. Um, Apologize, you may hear a little noise in the background. We're dealing with a thing. There's a really pretty cat that's been running around our house the last couple days, and we don't know who he belongs to. But he keeps coming and sitting up next to our sliding glass doors where my kitties are, and my kitties are going crazy, banging the glass, trying to go out and play with them, I guess. Trying to figure out what we're going to do about that. Sad days. But I am working on this area still. We're back in the Let's Play server. Now I'm having to build a wall area that's potentially taller that I can fly around. I'm trying to figure out how tall I want to make this, because I want to have room to be able to fly around and look at things. The higher I am, the more I can see. But I also don't want it super, super tall. So not 100% sure yet. Like, I was going to just make it this tall, but I'm like, well, that's not really high for me to be there. So, not sure. Hello, Michael. Good day. And Turtle. What's up, Turtle? Greetings and salutations, friends. Sit here and work on the Let's Play server. Hello. Urban Air. Don't know what that is, but I do hope you have fun. I'm using the wrong block. Second, if you would. Yeah, so now this really pretty kitty. I don't know if he's our new neighbor's cats and they just let him be outside cat. I don't know if he's just a stray that's in the area. He's a really pretty cat. So I took some pictures of him and I put him up on our local What's Going On in Our Town website in the hopes that maybe if he is a stray, someone may be looking for him. Or maybe if he's got a home. Got no tags or anything I can see. Worst case scenario, we may have to consider calling the animal shelter. Get him off the road. We live on a little side street kind of thing, but we have neighbors that zoom up and down these roads here all day long. Amazing how many people go up and down this road in a given day. There's only 15 houses up there, but afraid the little guy's gonna get run over. So. Let's see. Good Lord, how big did I make this? Yes, it would be going to the same shelter. Yeah. Yippers. Yeah, we would keep going to the same place. Our local Oak Ridge Animal Shelter. Where the charity we're doing is actually going to be for what's called Friends of Oak Ridge Animal Shelter. And it's a charitable group that works with them in providing specific things for the cats. So don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the animal shelter doesn't do stuff either, but or wouldn't use the money correctly. But with this group, it goes specifically towards cats feeding, care, and doctor bills. None of it, vet bills. None of it would go towards, like, utility bills and rent or taxes. 100% of it goes to the animals. So that's kind of why I'm going to be doing that one specifically. I've already created the Facebook charity page. I'm just trying to see if there's a way for me to link it to my YouTube channel. The Extra Life one is specifically it being as large as it is in gamer-based. In Streamlabs OBS, there's a place already. You just go in and link it for that. That Extra Life already exists in there. Something smaller like this, I may not be able to. So what I might have to do is have some kind of manual counter that I can update people when a donation is made, and kind of, I'm gonna have a link or description for the actual Facebook fundraiser on the channel. Hoping most people will donate to that specifically, because if they do it, I say one of the awesome things about Facebook fundraisers, and there's not a lot of awesome things about Facebook. One thing about the fundraisers is they handle all processing and transaction fees. So neither the charity nor you, none of your money, your donation goes towards paying for processing fees or running the debit card or the credit card or the PayPal. Anywhere where there's a transaction, Facebook bites that cost, which I'll say is a nice thing. It's a pretty cool thing that they do for charity. You think, probably literally, at the size of Facebook and the amount of people that use it and probably have charities daily, birthday charities and all that stuff, that's very likely, millions of dollars a day, or at least a week, where they're covering those transaction fees. So definitely a chunk of cash. Yeah, that's the one that I'm using. Yeah. It doesn't work if you're doing like a, hey, my house caught on fire, can you help us out? Or, I have a doctor's bill that I can't pay, can you help us out? Those are private. Those aren't private charities. Those are just fundraisers that you're making for yourself. But an actual fundraiser for a charity that's, I wouldn't say licensed, but officially set up and recognized by Facebook does not have that cost. So, yeah, that's what I set up. So that way, I have an Extra Life one too. Same way. I've already set up the Extra Life one for the year, though I haven't posted it many places yet. This month I'll be more posting the animal one. And then during the charity stream, if anybody makes a donation through my regular PayPal link or through regular YouTube, then I will bite the processing costs, and the full donation I'll make towards the Facebook one once I know how much total's donated. I will try to put people towards the Facebook link first if I can, but again, if they would rather not, I'm fine putting the money in there. All right. Most of your base is in 29 storage bags. What? Not quite sure what you mean by that. But I'm sending cable under my simulation chamber, and it's not taking the pristine matter. Did you whitelist or blacklist it? Also, Cameron, did you set that up before you put the data model in? I only say that because if you didn't, and there was already like overworldian matter, it may have pulled that instead, which won't go into the loop fabricator, and it's clogging your pipe. I normally recommend making sure that the simulation chamber is completely empty when you set up the pipe underneath, and then whitelist pristine or blacklist whatever matter it makes, like overworldian or hellion. That way, only the pristine matter goes down. And you're going to do the same thing with the one that comes off the front of it, except reverse. Want only the overworldian matter coming that way, so that way the pristine matter goes down, overworldian matter comes out. I understand they're not all overworldian matter, but you know what I mean. Let's see. So next. Yeah. It's going to be a very, very dark room. I wonder if I have my brightness turned up. I should check that. Nope, my brightness is all the way. That's as bright as it gets. So, definitely may have some infravision potions. I will also have to put lights on the top of this thing. I'd forgotten that. That's all right. That I can do. How'd it go this morning? It did and it didn't. They came over, but we didn't actually play today. I've been kind of fighting with insomnia for the last month and a half. So I only got about 4.5 hours sleep last night. My wife is having a issue right now where she wakes up in the middle of the night having coughing fits. Turns out she's got asthma. They just gave her an inhaler, and we're running some tests on that. So she didn't get a lot of sleep. And then Jim was sick and only had like 4 hours sleep last night. He wasn't feeling well. So we kind of just hung out and had just a hangout session. We talked a lot about things like merge worlds and stuff. And I talked kind of about where it's going, like not giving story away or anything, but kind of where I'm imagining the overall thing going, and talking about some of that stuff. And we just told stories and stuff. We had a good time just hanging out. They had an appointment today, well, to get the wedding ring thing and engagement ring, I guess. Like, whoop, 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 whoop. What is there? Oh, there. We just had a good time hanging out. It was fun. Let's see. I made a really cool netherrack compressor setup. Do the 3-story nether seeds and then have packagers. Yep, that'll work. That's just, I think that's how I ran mine. I think I only did 2 in this one, but normally I do 3 as well. If I really want to get my bang for my... That's done. You know, this right now is just an ugly black box. We'll get better, I promise. Who is that little guy? Coastal Insanity. I've never seen that head. I'm almost positive there's new heads in here. I've never seen some of these heads that are popping up. Excited to see what heads they bring me. My altar. But we'll be getting together. Yeah, there's a bunch of new ones in here. There's a lot of characters I've never seen before. I can only hope that one day be an Onlydraven joining them. Let's see. Is that going to get all of it? I think. Little German left. Now falling on face? No, it's a Twitch follow. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I do every so often get people grabbing the Twitch, giving it a follow. The JEI project? No, they don't. The heads themselves aren't in the JEI themselves. They don't show up. They're not buildable. I had a Twitch, but I don't use it. I haven't streamed on Twitch in 3 years. It does still exist, though. I believe I'm still technically an affiliate, but I don't stream there. I think I've still got the link for it up on my website. Under all my social links, I've got everything on there at this point, including like my Rooster Teeth account and such. I got a lot of stuff on there. Somebody asked for that. Someone had asked for the... Like, I'll do it. So, temporarily, I'm going to put torches up here. Not going to be good. You know what? That's stupid. What am I doing? I'm going to leave the monsters here. I got to build a roof on this anyways. Really, you can't sort a torch. I'll just deal with these guys. That I'm not dealing with. Yeah, I streamed on Twitch before I ever even had a YouTube channel. I streamed there for a little bit, but I didn't put a lot of time into it. And then I started working on the YouTube channel, then started streaming here because YouTube channels started taking off. There's one I don't recognize. Oh no, wait. No, I do recognize that one. Oh, you're a big old boy, aren't you, Mr. Legendary? Harp. For embers. Definitely, I know these things are spawning. That's good. Law. Interesting. All right. All right. So now this box is going to be encased in something more attractive. This is just the broom-proof room is basically what I'm looking for. Also, I need to work on making my dispensers. I have to work on some of those, but I need to get the other outer shell done first. What's up, Bullet? So let's see, what can we do to make this look attractive? This is the new Let's Play that I'm building called Headhunter. So I want a room that is very dark. Who's this guy? That's a new one. That is monsters can spawn. Everyone will be given a sword with beheading on it, and they will have 20 minutes to bring me back the most individual heads. Not the same one twice. You got 5 creeper heads, it counts as one. But, you know, there are animal heads, and there's all the different mob heads, so the 20 minutes. So this is going to be a dark room built out of obsidian and blast-proof bricks. That way, creepers don't blow it up while they're running around in there. But now that I've built the broom-proof room, I've got to build a room around it. But yeah. No, Cameron, yeah, that's what I called it. For years, people said, how much weight do you want to lose? I'm like, I don't have a specific number. I just like to see my feet again, you know? Running gag. So when I was on my biggest weight, when I was at the weight loss surgery, the quest for my feet was just a video vlog of that process. Now, granted, I've gained almost all the weight back since then, but it was cool while I was doing it. At the same time, I'm going to be working on that here in the near future, starting this upcoming week as well. Sunday, I'm going to go pick myself up some new gym clothes because I need some new gym clothes. And I'm going to start working out again coming up this upcoming week. I'm going to go working out after streams because half the time I'm up till 3 or 4 o'clock anyway, so I might as well run down to the gym. It's less than 10 minutes from my house. And I prefer to go at night when there's less people there. So I like to zip over there for 45 minutes to an hour. Mostly cardio stuff. At least in the early part. All right, let's see. So we've got the boom room itself is built. What I need to do now is I want to build something cool. Like I need better decorations, but I have to test something. So let's see. Hypothetically, let's say I wanted to build it out of something. I already got yellow. That's sandstone. I got a lot of sandstone. That's gray, blue, and white. So I really don't want to do those colors. What does that leave? Red's not a color I like very much. Green, I've already got the grass. I'm afraid that might be too much green. Purple, maybe? Thinking maybe something purple? What can I do with purple? Concrete exists. That might not work with some purple concrete. Really? That's flattering. That's kind of cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. That is awesome. The amount of tutorials I've put out there, probably at some point or another, my name must have happened to pop in there. Ooh, purple glazed terracotta. That looks cool. Might be good too. Terracotta. Yeah, not with that. Oh yeah, Darkosto streams for sure. And his stuff is crazy interesting to watch too. Like not only does he just play games and such, which in itself he does super well, but he also streams like when he's working on mod packs and such too. I've caught a few of those when I've had what little free time I've had, and they are always awesome to watch to see him putting stuff together. Okay, so I like the brick itself. Looks like it's a sword hilt. like it's a sword hilt design. I like it, but I wouldn't want to do it like this. It might be good as a single line, as like a divider. Let's grab some purple concrete. And we could also do some block of diamond. Space, Final Frontier. I do like this. I do like the block of diamond. I'd forgotten about it. There's a couple of them. There's a blue one and there's a black one. Used these before. See, that might be a good filler. More than the black. I think I like the purple more. I could do that as a filler with something like this as a border. I could even do like every few rows go back to doing another one of these. Yeah, he's recreating the original Sky Factory. I'm so stoked, man. I will climb all over that. I kid you not. That comes out. I don't care what else I'm streaming. I will put it on pause. We will be all over that. Just doing a couple test rows here to see how well this fits. What you guys think? I have a couple ideas. If this doesn't look good, I've got another idea. I'm going to check. Or is this? Doable. Okay. Oops. Again, I'm just doing a couple options here. What do you guys think? Oh, I forgot it does that in the middle. Yeah, so I wouldn't want to use that as filler. Okay. Wish that middle shimmered. The white and gray. Mer's Words will be tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I always forget to clarify that. I'm trying to do better. Excited for it. Over the past couple weeks, I've actually been sitting down writing it out, the new content. That's, again, well away from where we are now. I'm actually writing parts of the story that did not exist before, so I'm very excited about it. Yeah. Hard to find them. Ah, ghasts. The easiest way to find a ghast is, I'm not sure if there are ghast seeds you can grow. Legit don't remember. But if you go to the Twilight Forest and you're far enough in, you can go to the Urghast Tower, and all the little ghasts he drop count. And that's where I get mine. I just find an Urghast Tower and trigger him, and then kill all the little ones he drops before I kill him. Here, so I think you can grow them. I just don't remember what they cost. Guys, I mean, what do you think here so far? Is there one of these that you prefer? This is going to be all the way around. Was my thought, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have some doors in there, of course. Change it a little bit. Trying to figure out which route I want to go. What's up, Kick? Where are you at, Zach? This one with your okay. Well, that's a fair point. I hadn't considered that. I would definitely do it with the two in the middle. I like. Yeah, it does go really well with the dark. I guess that's true. That these blocks alone will probably be an issue for some folks. All right, all right. Well, ah, crap. A 3 space, and this is a 4. I didn't space those out correct. Dang it. Three in there. Ah. Ah. We lose levels. Don't use enchanting because I used. After Android, there's really no use for experience. To be honest. Once you've bought all the Android perks, there's really no need for experience any longer, which is fine because it's one less thing you have to deal with. Whoa. What? Purple ones? The purple ones I use a lot more often. Kind of why I didn't. Plus, when you extend them out, they become the joining thing. Rainbows definitely pop a bit more. Didn't use any of these over there. No. I could also go another option. I could go off, dude. So it keeps it my purple theme I was looking at. Gets rid of that visual, but I'm not sure I want to use that twice. Not sure which one I like. As much as I like the black with the swirls on the left. But on the right, the purple does add a little bit more color, makes it a little brighter for the overall build. Torn like an old sweater. What looks better in the middle, the purple or the black? Oh, it's fine. I figured, yeah. This is a pretty large building, so it's going to be a lot of that. I like the diamond black, but with it being so dark, I feel I need the rainbow blocks to pop it. Just I don't think these are bright enough. Offset the black. I agree, I like the black better. Well, I think I will open my Oreos. Or while they're open, I will grab them so I might eat them. Dark chocolate Oreos. Best Oreos in the world. Some people may disagree with me, and that's okay. Some people are allowed to be wrong. Umbo? Did that, it'd be first. Oops, wrong button. The middle instead of the outside. That actually makes, I think that you are correct. That may actually look way better. Instead of doing it that way, those be the internal line. Like the way that looks in my head. It looks as good here. The JI products are this basically the same thing. They're just slightly glowier. Well, definitely brighter. Thank you, Magic Trex, for the sub. I appreciate that. Let's do a whole side at least and see what we think. Whoop. First. Yes, yes, you can automate any of the essences using an oops, went to each using an auto crafter. Boogie, that's correct. I mean, yeah, definitely, Kick has correct. It is possible to automate anything. The real kicker is it worth it? Sometimes the amount of work you put into automating it really isn't worth it because you're never going to need that many of that item. But essences, 100%, yes, I would recommend automating those. I automate all of the essences. So I have a farm and a setup that makes me every one, just so I don't have to keep converting them, orange into blue, blue into orange, so on and so forth. I hate that. Whoops. Yeah, sometimes some things can be automated, but when you look at how much time it takes and how many of those things you're really going to need, you waste more time trying to automate it than just making it itself. Essences, 100%. 100% I would do. At least, I mean, with the primary essences. There's not. Val, there does not exist anything I know that converts it faster now. Not enough that makes a difference in it. Right, that's why I've never automated compact machines. Even though I use a fair number of them, the effort time it takes to automate a process of that nature, because I may need 5 or 10, a little overkill for me. You're going to need a bunch of them. Yeah. make those. Whoa. See what we think. Yeah, if you're for me, that works definitely. Now, definitely Project E helps that. If you don't have Project E, it's still definitely a valid process, but Project E makes it insane. Yep. Compact machine and compact, or simple storage and compact machine totally makes sense. Yep, I get that as well. You're sharing areas, being able to take everything with you so nobody steals it or messes with it. Portable base. Did I miss part? I did. All right, what do you think then so far? Now that we've got a little bit done here. $360 stacks or 360 modifiers? Stacks. That would be totally beneficial. Much quicker. All right. Now to test if this is even going to work. Excellent. Nothing was damaged. I wanted to make sure that if something does blow up inside like a creeper, not going to have any effect on the outer layer as well. Sure is protected. And it appears that it is. So what is today? Thursday? Ugh. I have to work the other job tomorrow. I'm already dreading it. Doesn't explode. No light passes. Glass is a good glass. I just didn't want to be able to see through it. Just put together. And the inside's pretty much easy. It's done. Not completely. So I have to do the mob spawners and stuff. And I got to add my dispensers. Then I've got to create a starting area for every color. And create their basic supplies. I tell you, work is never. I also haven't eaten today, other than these cookies and a handful of Fritos. Wasn't hungry this morning. As I lay there in bed last night, begging for sleep and not receiving it, I did a lot of writing in bed. A lot of merged world stuff got completed last night. I got to put on paper still, but I worked out a lot, and that always makes me. What's up, Kick? Now, are you talking about the speed modifiers that you put in a geothermal? The only reason I ask is, I mean, overall, if I grind up ahead of time coal, then I can make 4 or 5 stacks in a minute. But you may make something different that I'm not thinking of. Will that wall die? There it is. All those, right? Yes. Did you miss? Not a whole lot. Just picking up. We spent some time designing what design we wanted for the boombox. Now we're just building it together, and then boombox is done. Got to work on dispensers and whoop. Starting zones for each player. Prodigy after Sky Factory 4 would be Sky Factory 3. After that, would be Galacticraft, with the understanding that it is not finished. But other than that, what you do get to play of it's pretty awesome. And after that would probably be Stone Block 2. I think if I had to pick another one. Oh well. I am pretty exhausted. For this stream ends today, I will probably grab like a 30-45 minute nap before Merge Worlds tonight. All right. That is a chunk of the boom room. I hate that sound. Let's see here. What are we building now? This is the boom room. This is the next Let's Play called Headhunter. Sorry. Pop up real quick. Figure out how big I'm gonna make each. How much I've got to design a starter house. Unfortunately, Castle Door. Might be possible. Might be able to just go. Mobs can't come. That's what I'm thinking each person's starting area will look like, except for... Ours to make mods? Beyond me. I've never made one, to be honest. No problem, Kit. It's true, they don't explode. That's another good thing. I hadn't thought about castle doors, but that could very well work. Make sure light doesn't come through them, which I don't think it should, but... That's going to be the 12. Don't know what decked out is. Potentially. Aha, so it's a TV show. Okay. There'll be 4 doors, one at the end of each. Thought process is that these 3, there'll be a door in front of them. For these 3, door in front of them. So someone doesn't have to run way over to get to a central door. You know, to try to keep it as fair as possible. Doesn't mean you can't go in or out a different door. You just don't have to. Da-da. Knocking it out. Making the things. Digging the grout. Da-da-da-da. One passed. One passed. Gotta go. All right, Turtle. No worries, sir. Have fun with your family, man. Enjoy your bouncing. Clean that up. What am I building? This is another Let's Play. This is called the Headhunter. I'm thinking about putting a bigger chest there. Making a compact chest and putting them there. But the object is that players will come here. We'll get a sword. I'll get leather armor dyed their color. That is soulbound and unbreaking. They will get a sword. That is soulbound, unbreaking, and beheading. They will then go inside the boom room where it is dark and full of monsters. They'll have 20 minutes to bring back out and put in their chest the most amount of different heads possible. Sound safe? So, go to beds and get those. No, there's a white one. Magenta. Yellow. Gray. Got the blue. Brown. Nine. Already got the blue one down, so that's 10, and then red and black. Oh no. I didn't put any of the. Oh, an idiot. I gotta do that all over again. I didn't put them against the wall. What I was thinking. blue. Pretty done. Okay. Yes, those are good. There's that. I'm going to need banners. Green, blue, purple, gray, pink, green. Green, magenta, orange or white. What do you think I should start first? Confirm or automating all the saplings? Saplings first. 100%, all the saplings. What's up, James? Yeah, I would say definitely saplings first, considering that there are going to be saplings you're going to need a lot of material, especially iron, gold, and diamond. Definitely getting that set. Well, I don't know if I want to do the chest again. It's a lot of work to make a chest of every color, to be honest with you. It takes a lot of time. And the chests can't be made some colors. There's no I want to say there's no black or white. Something like that. There was 2 or 3 chests we couldn't make. I've got colors, so I end up having 3 chests that are all the same color anyways. I'm going to make a bigger chest, but I'm probably going to make them all one generic color. I'm not even blue. I'll probably make them like all a gray or a white or a black, or maybe just make them look like a regular chest. Definitely use compact chests, but I'm probably not going to make them all the different colors. It just didn't work out well last time, sadly. So what we did in the pyramid, though, as best as we could. Carpet white. Gray. Oh, I keep grabbing blue. I've already got it. Thanks, Sharon. I was thinking of automating this happening. Yeah, I would agree. A bajillion percent. That's a lot of percents. Can't go wrong when someone says a bajillion. Yeah, sure. Let me just finish putting these rugs down, and I will do that. Wonder who's gonna pick shit brown. Oh. Let's see. Momo says, "Thank you so much. You helped me a lot in Sky Factory 4. You're very welcome. I was happy to do so." There is an upgraded inscriber, but it's required to be part of the ME system. To my understanding, it won't work without it. The regular inscriber, though, you can still drastically improve it. If you really want to speed up your regular inscriber, you'll see these things here. Like see how it says capacity card, crafting card, blah, 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 blah. Acceleration card. You can put 3 of those in each regular inscriber, which will drastically increase their speed. So I would recommend that. And you don't have to connect it to a system at all. It's still individual, but it will drastically increase its speed. Tutorial for automating saplings. Don't think one for that specifically. I guess covered across several different things. Let's see. Osmium, quartz, nickel, spruce, mineral. No, I don't believe that I do. I mean, it's covered in multiple different ones, but there's not one specifically for that, unfortunately. No. Yeah, Kick's correct. You just put a hopping bonsai on top of a filing cabinet and make sure you create a file for every single thing that sapling will make. What I recommend is go ahead and putting a hopping bonsai on a chest. Go ahead and put the sapling you made on that first. Give it a couple cycles for it to make everything it makes. Then you have one of everything to make folders with. Then you move it to a filing cabinet. But you do not want to skip anything. If you don't have a folder for something, it gets voided, but it drastically lags out your game. Okay, I got that down. I said the pyramid. All right. Okay. Here's the pyramid. 3 entrances on each side. Top. All right, so there's that. So this is how a player will start. Come into your area, their area. Open the chest. They will get their leather clothing that's dyed their color. Is Soulbound 3 and Unbreaking 3. Right? Yes, if you let the game void things out, it will cause a lot of lag. No, the sapling creates the item. But the system then has to figure out where it's going to put it. And it tries to put it in every folder that you have. If it doesn't find a place for it, then would go to it would then move to a chest or something if there's one available. But the priority is lower than where the chests are. It can't. It means the game then has to void it, destroys it. The item is created and then destroyed. Every time that happens, the computer has to process, the system has to process multiple different steps. Here's the item. Where does it go? Every single folder, everywhere. Not there. Where do I put it next? No overflow. What do I do with it now? No place for it to go. Delete it. It has to go that step with every item that's created that doesn't have a folder. And so it still has to go through all the steps it normally would anyways, but then it takes time for it to void it out because the game it's not supposed to void things out. It's not how it's designed. It's supposed to put it in something. The game can get it done. It will cause lag. The more of those that it has to do. So I recommend taking the extra 30 to 40 seconds to make a folder for everything. You'll be way better off. So anyways, they'll come in here. They'll get their set of armor. They'll get their stack of Domino's pizza. They'll sleep in their bed to set their spawn point. Wait here by the line, and when I say go, they will enter the maze. We'll take a look at the maze. My entrance. They will proceed into the maze. They will do their best to get to be the first one in this middle area. Again, all 12 entrances are identical except in their own colors. They will then have to make their way through the maze to here. If there is the slimes are spawning above it, but nothing spawns inside. So they're not going to have a sword for this part. It's purely just a maze. They're not to fight each other. So once they get all the way to here, there's an elevator block they will step on and move up into section 2. Of course, I'm floating above them. I need my own way. Section 2. So here's section 2. They will pop up into there. One moment. Just realized I forgot to get the crafting table out of there. When they get here, they're going to sleep in their bed, which is going to create them a new waypoint. So if they do die, they don't have to go all the way back to the first level. Inside is another stack of Domino's pizza. And here they will also find a stone sword that has Unbreaking and Soulbind on it. Die, they get to keep all their stuff. They will then exit through one of these doors, trying to find a portal. There are 4 portals in the level. There's one, for example. They find a portal, they just go through that. That takes them up to level 3. Go through one of 4 portals. But there are monster spawners throughout this thing, and monsters will spawn, hopefully. We're going to playtest it, but hopefully it should. So once they go through their 4 portals, they will go up into the 3rd level. Now, the first person to get here gets an iron sword. They still get their stone sword. The 2nd and 3rd place person will get a gold sword. Now, these ones do not have any chance on them. So if they die, their sword could be out in the wild. Someone else could get it. Or if they use it up too early, durability-wise, they lose it. Their choice whether they want to use it on this level or save it for the next level, which is PvP. I will, I'll bust a hole or make a door or something. I figure that out. But I'll give them to the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd player. They'll still get their stone sword. So, if that one wears out or they want to save it, they can do that and just keep using their stone sword, which has Unbreaking and Soulbind on it. That's the danger they take, though. If they use that one to save this, but they don't stay alive, somebody else coming along might snag it up. Hello, Corrupt. So once they've made it to one of the portals, they will portal up to the 3rd level. And I have my own special way up there. This is the 3rd level. So, the 3rd level, the 4 portals exit into here. Again, there are different beds for them to go ahead and make their spawn point. Then, they will go and stand on the block of their color. Okay? They're going to stand on the block of their color. Inside is everybody's banner. They will pick up their banner and take it with them. Now, they'll wait here till there are at least 3, maybe 4, but at least 3, we'll play test that, other people, at which point that person, everybody will then move to stand on their color. When I say go, they jump. Each one has a glass tunnel that leads them into the maze. And then they're in the maze. Once they're in here, they have to find their way to the middle room. In itself, it's not that hard, although you got to find the door. You can enter it from this way, but you cannot go inside the room until you have 3 other banners and your banner. That's where the PvP part comes in. You want to go around and kill each other, try to get the banners. The banners are not soulbound. You die, you drop all the banners you've collected. Once you have 4 banners, of which one has to be your own color, you then go back inside, and once you're in the room, you're the winner. Now, whoever is here first, their perk is, I take their banner, which means their banner is safe. They get to leave and go do PvP, but their banner's automatically in the room. So they just have to gather 3 other banners, and they have to worry about losing theirs. And then for me, again, I'm up here. I can go ahead and watch them do their stuff. I made it clear, the tunnels clear glass so I can see through them down to the 1st level. And it's smaller, and it's going to be more just hectic PvP, trying to survive, trying to kill. But every one of these tunnels goes, some of them turn and twist. It takes a couple seconds to figure out your tunnel just to get in there. All right, crap, no worries. Hello, Tom. So yes, first one to make it inside 4 banners, of which one of their own, wins the pyramid. What is that? Again, each one has its own tunnel. Many of them twist and turn. You gotta find your way into it. The outside row of the entire thing is too wide. It goes all the way around. So that's a place you could be watching for people. It's easy to get in and out of there. But once you go inside, it's only 1 wide. And there's no mobs in this level. It's just you versus each other. Concept. Again, you have to get all of yours. Get all of them. Then you got to make it back inside. And you got to find one of the 4 doors to get inside. You win. Let's see here. Well, I appreciate you coming by, Corrupt. Jack Morgan, I'm having trouble with item translocators. Not keeping 64 items in a chest at a time. The item translocators, I don't rarely use those. Not off the top of my head. They're not a block that I really use that much. We'll step out and take a look. Again, that's level 2 of the maze. That's level 1 of the maze. All of it inside of my pyramid. Where's my door? There it is. Blazes. They do kind of float down from layer 2 sometimes. Interesting. We'll look at that. That's my interest. I use cyclic cables. Some people don't like them. They say they clog, they're slow. I don't have a problem clogging with them if you're using them correctly. Second here. Put this away before I forget. Give me just a second, Jack. We're going to look at those. I was giving a brief tour of something real quick. So this is where everybody's going to start. Everybody will come in here. They'll open the chest of theirs. There is an ender book with a portal to that color's entrance on the pyramid. This is how they'll get from Let's Play to Let's Play. They'll leave that in the chest when they first get their armor out. So that way if they die, they don't lose it up in the thing. And of course, they'll need experience to be able to use the ender book. So, ta-da! The water cooler. You can come over here. Pop that open, get themselves some delicious little experience, and then they'll have what they need to use their ender book. All right, so what did Tom... no, not Tom. Item translocate. Oh, yeah, these little bad boys. I remember these. Yeah. I use cyclic pipes because I just find them easier, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Chest. Item translocator. I haven't used these. I haven't used these in Sky Factory. I use them in Stone Block a lot. Well, intriguing. Closer than that? Oh, it can't be that, could it? I put a liquid on there, did I? There we go. Well, okay. Guess they got to be closer than that. I'll be honest, I just use a cyclic cable and have everything over, but I want to make sure you're trying to keep 64 of an item in the chest. Is there a reason? Just wondering. I've never been in a situation where I had to keep a specific amount in a chest. There's a filter here. Let's try this. Filter that. Filter. Just let through the filtered items. try this. Clock in here. Can't get rid of that. There you go. I'm going to take 32. Won't let me put that in there. Let me do 1. Only let me filter 1. I have 2 ME systems, the distance apart, trying to keep it. Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be another reason. I would never use ME, so that's probably another reason why I've never had to mess with those. I'll be honest, I'm not sure. Those are components that I don't normally use. I don't use ME systems at all, so I don't have to interact with them. All right, so anyways, yeah, so that's the water cooler. That's just an automation I was doing to help somebody. And then we have Let's Play number 2, which once I'm done here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take all the Ender books and I'll take them down there and sync them to this as well. Just realized I should go ahead and clear this out now. This is just where I was trying to figure out which block type I wanted to use to build the broom room. Oh. Upgradable geothermal is the only furnace that I use 99% of the time. Unless I'm in a compact machine that needs a lot of a specific sapling's items. And then since I've got to have the sapling on a hopping bonds anyways, I'll go ahead and make a combustible one. But geothermal is really the only one that I use. Well, happy to, Jack. Sorry, I couldn't be more help. Outside my area of expertise. Oh, yes, chest. That's what we're going to do next. Okay. So I'm going to make compact chests. I'm just going to make one of one color. Because, unfortunately, can't make all the colors anyway. I will need clay. Taken. I will need fence. Regular chests. I will need iron. Pull these down here so I can trash those. Okay. What color are we going to make this bed? I'd like to pick a color I'm not technically using. I guess I could just make it the traditional brown. I don't remember what that is. A little lighter than brown, but I'll take it. I like big box and I cannot lie. I've already made those. Why is it? Everybody will have... I kind of wish I'd made that a little darker. Try that one more time. See if I can get a better one. Iron. Clay. I'm so sorry. Are you saying furnace? I'm sorry. I was thinking generator. In my opinion, the best furnace is going to be the the elite smelting factory. Yeah, geothermals for power. I'm so sorry. I got confused in there. My bad. I will preach my case to you. Smelting factories. There's, of course, just the energized smelter. Basic smelting, advanced smeltering, and then elite smeltering. The elite smeltering, if you put all of the upgrades in it, is almost as fast as the ultimate furnace. Almost. But runs on power. So you never ever have to put refill fuel for this. Second thing is, while it's a tiny bit slower, it'll smelt 7 different things or 7 of the same thing all at the same time. So while an individual stack may smelt a bit lower, if you turn this on, auto sort, it'll distribute that stack across all 7, which means it's smelting 4 or 5 of them, 7 of that same item at the same time. Or if you can leave that off, and a stack of, you're smelting something, a stack of iron amber could come in, gold amber, whatever you're looking to smelt, iron dust. As that stuff comes in, it will just go ahead and smelt that stuff super fast, and you can put 8 of the power upgrades, or energy upgrades, and speed upgrades, and with those, it will smelt 7 stacks of things super fast. That's what I like to use. Plus, it's mechanism. I like mechanism stuff. I like combining them all so you can auto eject them, connect them to run other things. But there's smaller versions too. Like I said, you can make the that's the elite. The advanced does 5 things. The basic does 3 things. So the more you grow. Oh, thank you very much, Indra Suleiman, for the sub. I appreciate that. Let's see. Love your videos. Oh, thank you, Wyatt. I appreciate that. Well, no, I did that. I've actually done each box to do the bed. The problem is this doesn't make every color. There's no black box, and there's no gray box. There's just white. So white, black, and gray all end up having the same block, the same chest, and it just didn't look as cool because blue and purple all have theirs. And in the pyramid, I did that. Everybody has their own color except for black, gray, because they had to have a white one too, because they just don't give you the option to make those colors anywhere in here, sadly. I want to go with a darker brown. Still not dark as I want it to be. Try that. I hate how many of these it uses, but I don't want it to look more like a regular chest, to be honest. That doesn't even come out. That odd color. Let's see. That's cool. I might make it later on because I just searched it up on the JI and it's super hard to make. The factories, I'll be honest, if you're comparing it to the ultimate furnace, which takes, I remember, like Insanium, both of those are hard. But you can make the basic one very early. And even an energized smelter is actually a little faster than a regular furnace. But again, since it runs off power, you never have to put fuel in it. That's my favorite thing. I can connect it to an automation and never have to touch it again. But you can make the basic one pretty easily. The advanced one's not too hard either. When you get up to the elite one, it takes a little bit more steps. So depending on where you are in your game, you may not have all that. But I still recommend making a basic one or an advanced one if you can. Doesn't mean you can't have another regular smelter that you want. But for an automation purposes, they're infinitely easier to work with. What else we got here? Tummy full of power. That's a lot of juice, I would say. Queen Momna. Hello, can I join? Oh, I apologize. This is not an open game. This is... and I apologize. I don't do multiplayer. For reasons. Okay, I'm not happy with any of the colors of those chests. I just don't like them. I want something. It's gonna have to be. It's gonna have to match one of the colors, unfortunately. But I really just wish I could have a better chest. Oh man, got to get iron. All right, so we're gonna have to go with something a bit more colorful. I'm not happy with because it'll be somebody will almost be biased. I feel like I should just go with my regular blue 222. People know me for that. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with the 222. So blue technically has one that looks like theirs, but it's just a prettier block. Everybody gets a blue block. Good thing about being creative, you've only got to make them once. Now I'm going to ask, you guys like that? Or should I go ahead and make the color for every one except black and gray have to have white? I mean, that's... What are your thoughts? I mean, I don't care to take the time if you think it would look better. But if I do that, black and gray don't get their own color. Just doesn't exist one. Now I'm feeling like I should do that. Oh, I'm gonna do it. Dang it. Hang on to those for a minute. Oh, good lord. Iron, iron, iron. Right, so we've already got a blue one, so that's good. Let's see what other color we got. Red. Red's a color. I mean, that we actually need. Then I'll also need... That's purple. That's fuchsia. I'm not sure there's a pink. I guess that's pink. Yes. That would be fuchsia. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Do those three then. Red. Pink. I'm going to save these, so I don't have to keep making them. Once you have one in creative, you can just keep making them again. I'm going to get rid of these ugly ones. Oh, that's a technically. No, I'm going to take those out. I don't know what color that is. Not keep something that looks ugly. So that's my clay. There's that. Let's refill clay first. Chest. Iron. Oop, iron. 3. And fence. Alright. So, just did fuchsia, so now I'll need purple. Purple, I've already done blue. Don't have light blue. I do have green. Oh, forgot to load it. Green. Green is yellow in there. Yellow. Guess that's as yellow as you get. Dang it, forgot to reload it again. Alright, let's do purple. Green. Okay, so that leaves me with orange, white, brown, black. Again, brown's the hard one. Brown. That's it. We didn't do brown one either. That was another one that had to be white because of it. There. Pop off our clay. Okay. Stack of chests. Iron. Back. 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 Fence. Back. So it was yellow. Did I do an orange? I didn't do orange yet. Okay, I need to do orange. That looks brown. Guess that's orange. Close enough to orange, I guess. Let's see. Volcano asks, since when you're streaming? I'm seeing you every day streaming. I stream 6 days out of the week. Yeah. And most days, many days, I stream twice. I have a stream schedule for anybody who'd like to see it. It's up on my website, onlydraven.com. But back in March, I stepped back from my regular job to go part-time and kind of went full-time YouTube. So I stream a lot, trying to put out more other content as well. So I'm glad you noticed. I'm gonna do this one for brown, and everything else gets a white because there's nothing else I can do about it. Orange is, there's not a lot of good for orange either. There's no bright orange. Brown, 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 brown. That one. That one. Black, unfortunately, gets... I guess I could leave blue for black. That's fine. So that way they're not all gray. White gets... So I'm going to keep gray with white, but I'll leave black with blue. That way they're not... I don't have 4 whites here. Yes, okay, that doesn't look as bad. Doesn't look too bad. Awesome, Volcano. I appreciate that. Thank you. I will endeavor to do my best to continue making it. All right. Those are done. Get rid of them. That was a thing to help out people. Okay. So now I want to put a fence around this place. And I'm going to put a little entry area here that they'll start at. I've done everything I need to do. Should I start a project to get every item in the JEI? Well, that's what I'm doing, and I've been working on it for weeks, and I'm up to page 12. The biggest frustration with the project JEI that I'm doing on my regular Sky Factory streams, there's a lot of stuff you just can't make. It's in the JEI, but it's not craftable. And the amount of time it takes to make all the different potions and arrows that require potions is horrendous. There's also pages full of liquids. And my thought was originally to put the liquid in tank and just put a tank on the pedestals. Thank you, Avazi. Appreciate the sub. Oh, it's doing that catch-up thing. Hold on a minute. Okay. But when you put a tank full of fluid on one of the pedestals that displays it, it doesn't show the fluid because you're not actually putting the tank down. And I really like the pedestals. So I don't recommend doing it unless you have a real reason to. It's more difficult than it is fun, but it is a challenge. So I need to build. Let's see. I like andesite. So I have to build something to block this edge. This needs to look a little smoother. At least on the front. But I feel like I should do it on all of it anyway. Accidentally got rid of my gadget. Oh, reset the range. Ah, stop it. Take just a minute. We're gonna surround here. This is where the wall will go. Whoop. And I think about this. I don't like that. Hang on a second. I don't like that. I'll do it till there. No reason to run a fence along the wall. That's silly. I'll put a fence to that. Whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Go. Back and cover the bottom part as well. We can build our entrance to the Let's Play. Let's see. Did I miss anything else here? Nope. Caught up in chat. I try to keep an eye on chat. I apologize if you post something and I miss it. I do my very best to not let that happen. Also, thank you all for coming by today. I appreciate you sharing some of your time with me. If you're having a good time, or, like me even a little bit, it would be awesome if you'd consider clicking the like button. Really, really does help. Also, if you're new here, be sure to subscribe, so you can hang out with us, more. So, I'm going to do... Five by 5. It is not. It is not. I've got an extra one on this side. 5 by 5, yes. All right. There's that. Now I need a wall. What wall are we going to use? Do I want to use a fence or do I want to use a wall? I really like the monochrome brick wall. That's a nice one. And the black brick wall isn't bad either, even though they have different styles. Take a look at a couple of these. There's that brick. This has the traditional brick ends. So, granted, I've already used that one over there, but I'm okay with being consistent across the Let's Plays, so it looks like there's a somewhat theme. Or I could do, like I said, something a little different that doesn't have an edge, and will just continue around, like, because that's what I'm going to do. What do you guys think is snazzier? There's some more colorful ones, but I really don't want to use those with all the gray brick underneath of them. Let us see. If anyone has an opinion, of course. If you don't, I'll just pick one. Then I got to put the doors on there. Then I got to light up the ceiling. I got to remove the lights from underneath. Then I have to start putting in my... I can't remember what they're called. The thing that throws items out. Whatever that is. Disruptor? No. Distributor? The light one. Aha! Thank you, Teresa. Teresa! A pleasure. Happy to have you, of course. That. Sheep, sir, you are about to have a bad day. Remove before you get walled. Ah, good man. This is actually to keep some of the animals in, because while animals do naturally spawn, I'm going to drop a bunch of animals ahead of time. I may even keep some of the eggs on me to drop them while they're in there. Because I didn't realize you could get pig heads and sheep heads and chicken heads and cow heads. And I definitely want to give them that option as well. Oh! Broke a thing. Oh, so there's one. Just lurking. Lurk away, my friend. Lurk away. Teresa, will you be able to make it to Merge Worlds tonight? If not, it's totally cool. Just wondering. Oh, there we are. Right. Why that got so chunky on the end there. Didn't happen anywhere else. So here's the thing. I need to light this up here with torches, because I can't use flare lanterns because it'll keep monsters from spawning underneath. But I don't want them up here. I need them to spawn down there. So let's go ahead and start with torches. Glowstone. Not go through wall. Father's 78th birthday. Dude, that's crazy important. Do that. Yeah, for sure. Understandable. That's awesome sauce. Who are you with the little creeper butt? Thomas Henning. There's so many new ones. So, like that. I said the ends here are so I can spawn a bunch of animals. That's why I have extra space there. I'm trying to figure out if I want to use glowstone, but I don't want to use it if it's going to keep mobs from spawning. Let's try this. You can see there's nowhere in here. No mobs are spawning. They're all spawning above it, first of all. But what will happen when I get rid of all my flare lanterns? Which I now have to do. I'd like to keep some of them here at the front to keep things from spawning. I may put a row right at the very, very edge of the front. Let's pop some of these things first. Row. Whoop, missed. I wanted them out of the way while I was working on stuff, but is there a way to automatically take out a certain item from a filing cabinet? Yes. You're looking for a magnifying glass. This guy right here. The magnifying glass, if you have that, let me show you. Let me give you an example here. Wow. Grab a crafting station. Crafting station, where are you? There it is. Crafting station. Grab that real quick. Grab some files. Stack of files. Start the file, do that. So I'm going to put some of these in a file, some of these in a file. I'll put this andesite in a file. So I go to my filing cabinet, pop that open, put those files in. Magnifying glass, it'll show you, well, doing it correctly. Not sync it. Well, dang it, now it's not working for me. I don't know if it's because I'm in creative. Magnifying glass should show you exactly which file is which. It'll open the filing cabinet, at which point you can then pull out just the file you want. Now, if you need just a certain item out of the filing cabinet, then you need to connect it to a storage method. And I always recommend simple storage. Connecting a filing cabinet to simple storage is really, really easy, and it will let you access every item in every filing cabinet that you've connected to it. And like I said, it's not hard to put together. It doesn't take a lot of materials, but it will give you drastically more access to your stuff. If you need any information on that, there's the link on a tutorial I'll show you. It has to be open. Ah, it does. Okay. So, yes, thank you. So with the magnifying glass in open, you can pull out a specific file. Because if you don't have that, you pull out a file and a file and a file. And at first, I thought that's what you're asking, but then I realized you meant a specific item. So for a specific item, you'll have to have it connected to an inventory system. I recommend simple storage. It's easy to build, and you can make it pretty early in the game. But when you connect it, you'll be able to access it. So, for example, if I go to... I'll show you how to throw one together real quick. Of course, I'm in creative. You have to make the block, of course. I can never remember the names of anything. Simple storage system. All right, so I need a storage master and storage request table. Master. Oh, put that in the wrong spot. Master. Request table. And these don't need any power. All you have to do is get yourself some cables. There's specific cables for those. That's these. Grab yourself some of the purple ones and some of the gray ones. You go to this. Boop, boop, boop. That's it. And you go over here and you click on your storage request table. And now you can access everything in every file folder that you've connected. So, again, if you're looking for these take a couple parts, but they're not hard to build. Again, they don't need power. And then once you've got that, you can have another filing cabinet. Just click another purple cable and connect it to the same one. You can have a row of them. You could have 1,000 of them. And every thing you'll have full access to right in here. And it'll give you a crafting grid. So if you want to make something specific, you can just click on that, choose the recipe, and it'll pull the items in here for you. So you can just make it. You can do it with an ME system with the filing cabinets. Yes, I believe it is a little bit different. I think it's a little bit harder, but not by a whole lot. Most people who use ME don't use filing cabinets, which does boggle my mind because filing cabinets over everything are the best way to store things. But you can connect filing cabinets to an ME system. I have done that. It's different cables. But yes, I've connected chests and I've connected filing cabinets to an ME system. So that it is possible. All right, so I was breaking light. Destroying the light. You do that to hurry before all the monsters spawn. Or it gets nighttime. Boop. Boop. You are very welcome. If you have any other questions, man, throw them at us. I appreciate it. I like a good question. Whoa, get back here. Okay. That's all of them. Real quick. Yes, everything is dark. What in the world? How did... A skeleton horse spawned was struck by lightning and became skeletons riding a skeleton horse. How in the world? I've never had that naturally spawn before. Okay. Why am I... Oh, I see. The light's fading. As you can see, it's starting to go red because the light from the flare lanterns is starting to disappear. There we are. There we are. Look at all that love and deliciousness. Trap on the game. Push to ME. This is the main reason. It's a reason, for sure. You can also connect black hole tanks and black hole storage to, I think, both. I know you can do it to simple storage, but I think you can do it with ME as well. Get on the horse and it traps you with that. Oh, really? That's still awesome. I like that. All right, so I do want to get some flare lanterns, and I want to put them under the front area. I figure if I put them at the very close, or pretty close to the front, it shouldn't affect the dark room too bad. I'm not going to put quite as many as I normally do. We'll see. I can always add more, right? Can't tell if I'm going crooked or not. These things are not going straight. Oh, look at that. I'm at the end. I'm way too far. Oh, look how horrible that is. It's so hard when there's no texture. It was all black, so I couldn't tell if I was going straight or not. We're going to have to fix that a better way. Let me grab this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is, yes. So I have 2 Sky Factory 4 series right now that I'm streaming. This one is in creative. This is a server that I'm building with different Let's Play style games in them that I'm going to run some of my members and such through, film them, and then release them as videos. So it's been requested in the past that I show how I build some of that stuff. So I'm streaming this series a little bit as well. But then I have a regular Sky Factory 4 survival that I stream more often in the evenings. I won't be tonight. Tonight is the one day of the week we do the Dungeons & Dragons stuff. Give that time to see if that clears all that up. I can always move some a little bit further in. I just want to make sure the light doesn't mess up anything inside. Oh, yes, I finished the pyramid yesterday. We've moved on to this one. We've only got an hour left, but there's a chance we'll finish this one today, too. This one's much easier. But yes, so this is the second Let's Play we built. Well, here, I've got a minute while those torch up. I'll give you guys a tour. Those of you who weren't here earlier. So this is the Welcome Center. When you first join the server, you will come up here into the welcome. I'm going to decorate in the grass and put flowers and fountains and stuff. I just haven't done that yet. But then you'll come inside the Welcome Center, where I'm very proud of my ceiling. I like to show it off. It's one of my favorite things I've ever made. Oops, hang on a second. That's a window minimize. So I've got my ceiling. This is the Welcome Center. When it's time to do Let's Plays, you'll come in and you'll go to your colored banner. You'll grab your Ender book, and that will give you a waypoint to where you start for the Let's Plays. You will need experience. So I have a water cooler full of experience. We're going to get you a little bit so you're ready to go. And then I'm going to build a little room for myself that only I access. Right now I've just got this on the roof. This is my stuff. But this is my pyramid. This is what I worked on for the first couple weeks. This was the first Let's Play. So it's very large. Very, very large. And this is the top, just kind of an altar thing. Oh. Into ME system. It's the same ME cables that you normally use to connect it to anything else, like you would connect it to a chest. And I apologize, it's been a while. I think it's the glass cables. I think that's what I use, like the ME glass cable Fluix, I think is which one I used. We did it together on stream. That's how I know it works, because I had a simple storage system, I built an ME system, and we were trying to put them side by side to see which is better. And then someone said, "Hey, can we connect it can we connect our ME to the filing cabinets?" And I said, "I don't know." So we did it together. But yes, I believe it's the same thing. Storage bus with flukes. I believe that's correct. So anyways, there's the altar. So when people do this Let's Play, and I apologize if you've already seen this twice, but I'm kind of showing it off to some of the newer folks. You will be teleported to this room, or your colored room, where you'll get your armor, your Domino's pizza, set yourself a waypoint, and prepare to enter into the maze. I will enter through here. This is my area. So here's where I will film the Let's Play. 12 people, 3 entrances on each side, will enter into the maze. There are no monsters. You will have no weapon. The slimes appear on top. They don't go underneath. The object will be to get to the center of the maze, where there is an elevator block. Once you reach the elevator block, you will hop and go to level 2 of the maze. This is mine. Lets me on top again. This is level 2. Once you get here, you'll set your spawn here. So that way it's like a checkpoint. And then inside the chest, you will find another stack of pizzas, in case you've used all yours, and a stone sword that has soulbind, unbreaking. I think that's it. Soulbind and unbreaking on it. You will then proceed out into the next maze through one of the 4 doors with the object of trying to find one of the 4 portals. The portals will take you to level 3. But on this level, there's no PvP, but there are monster spawners throughout the place. You will be fighting your way through. The first person to make it up here from the first level gets an iron sword. Second and third get a gold sword. But these are not soulbound, and these are not unbreaking. So you lose those or wear them out. So once they get to the portals, they will go up to level 3. Level 3. In this room, they'll come out of one of the 4 portals, set their spawn, will then open up the chest and take their color banner, putting it in their inventory. Then they will go stand on their color. And once there are at least 3 or 4, we're still working on that, people up here, then they can begin this phase, which is hopping up and then going through the glass tube of their color. They're all separate, which will drop them down into the maze, where the object is to fight each other, to be the first one to get back inside the room with 4 banners, of which one has to be your own color. Now, the person who gets up here first, I will take their color. Theirs is safe. So they only have to get 3 other colors and get back in here. Which, as you can see, the doors, you can't exit through the doors. You can only get in that way. But if you do get killed, you'll spawn here and you'll have to go back through your tube. You do have to only use your own color. So it'll be a kill v kill kind of thing. Last one to get in here. You can't come in this room unless you either die, of course, or if you have the required amount of banners. Yeah. So that will be the pyramid maze. And I'm not sure how long that'll take. We'll see. I have a feeling it'll take a while, but, you know, only time will tell. Pretty proud of the way this turned out. Very happy with the maze. Where's my door? There it is. Yeah, all my teleportations put me above the thing, glass, so that I can film it while they're playing it. Woohoo! So that's the pyramid Let's Play, because Fuchi had not got to see it. Right? This away before I forget. Accidentally destroy it. This one is going to be called a headhunter. The object with this one is that each person is going to get a set of armor. Leather armor dyed their color, which I still have to put that together. Leather armor that's been dyed their color. They will then go have a sword, which is also, I'll probably be an iron sword this time. It's not really PvP based, but an iron sword that has unbreaking and soulbind on it again. But it'll also have beheading. The object is to go inside the boom room, and you have 20 minutes to bring me back the most amount of different heads and put them in your chest. You can come back out and drop them off anytime you want. but the object is to try to get as many different heads as possible. So if you have 2 creeper heads, it only counts as 1. But with all the different all the different mobs that'll spawn, like the Wither Crumb stuff, like the different YouTubers, each of those has a chance to lop a head. I'm also going to have animals out here that will also drop heads. Okay, so for some reason, it's still not brightening some of this up, and I'm not sure why. I'm very confused. I'm wondering if the light is dampened by that wither block, because that should barely touching that. And I'm going to have to go closer, too, because it's not getting all the way to the edge. All right. I can do this. Let me do this again. Yes, Guardians. I'm sorry, I didn't see the question there. It's one of the Guardians. I think it has to be an Elder Guardian as well. If you need sponge, there's much easier ways to put it together, though. All right. Let's do some more of these guys. Even if it covers a little bit inside the boom room and things don't spawn right at the front, I'm okay with that. It's big enough that a ton of stuff should spawn. Hopefully that will help with some of these other areas. You're welcome. I definitely don't want mobs spawning out here. I think I took care of most of it. Some of that should get done. I can always, if I have to, throw one extra one out. Safe side, get that corner clear. Let's see. All right. So the next question I have to wonder is, so down in here, things are scary. So a little bit of light is being touched by 1 or 2 that I did. So I do want to try to negate those 2 closest ones. Although there's still a ton of red in there. Like, I'm not super worried about it. I'm not going to put a maze, but I may put some obstacles to fight around in here. How can you get items out of a folder? A couple different ways. One is to put it in your inventory. So just like if you go into your regular inventory, like you go up at the top, you've got your own little 2x2 crafting. If you put it in there, it'll give you the ability to pull items out. If it's a block, you can actually just like hit the ground with the folder and it'll put that block on the ground just like you're building with it. Both of those work as well. You can spawn to put lights that look nice and don't remember. Yeah, yes, those are actually the Wands of Illumination. Wands of Illumination are awesome. But again, they'll keep mobs from spawning. I don't want any light in here. I want the mobs to spawn. They're going to be coming in here to fight a lot. I've made this potentially larger than I planned, to be honest. But I'm going to put some actual mob spawners in here as well. And I'm also going to put in on the roof dispensers. That's the word. You're very welcome, Andy. Put some dispensers facing down with some potentially harder bosses or harder mobs that I can walk across pressure plates across the top that will just randomly drop some of those out. And I'll put some other stuff in there besides just a regular thing. How to get it out of a smeltery. In your casting table, just put a bucket in the casting table and pour it over the bucket. And it will fill it looks like it's filling the whole thing, like it's doing a cast. But once it dries, it'll just be a bucket full of whatever that is. You could do that with pretty much every fluid that ever ends up in the smeltery, but it only comes out in full buckets. So if you don't have enough to fill the bucket, it's just going to sit there half full and you're going to have to break it anyways. If there's stuff in your smeltery and you don't want it, maybe you got something in there by accident, a mob fell in and there's blood and you just want to get rid of it, breaking your controller block and setting it back down resets the smeltery. So you'll lose anything in there. So if there's anything good you do want, like iron or something, pour all that out first and then just break it, drop it back down. You've got a freshly clean smeltery. I do that a lot when I'm later in the game and I've got thousands of iron, but I'm making a little bit of more. All of a sudden, I need some copper for something. I'll break it and sacrifice whatever iron I made so I can get right to putting copper in because I need that more. But early game, that pouring it out of that way is the easiest way. You are very welcome, Wyatt. See, now, let's see here. Is it no, it's night vision, right? Ocean of night vision. So I'll have this. So while I'm filming, I won't have the red squares here either. But I will zip around and I will be watching them fight. I'll be filming them trying to survive. So these type of mobs right here, Galileo, Mystic Manor, Teddy here, these are the key to winning this thing. Because all of those have a chance of dropping a unique head. Now, if some things drop heads that look the same, like this here, which is kind of the vanilla female head, if you bring me two heads, even if they look the same, but they have a different name, that counts as a separate head. I'm totally cool with that. But you get over here, something like this. Dory Moon, that's a distinctive head. Shadow Wolf is a distinctive head. Even the little guys. Dark Fan can drop one. Zombies, of course. Creepers can drop them. I'm not going to count android heads, I don't think, because they're not really a head. You can't hang them up anywhere and display them. You can't display them, man. Is it really a head if you can't display it? And some animals are in here. I may throw a few more animals in because they have a chance. Enderman will drop a head. Ooh, this is a cool one. I don't remember this guy. There's a lot of new ones. See, that's a cool head. That'd be awesome. I love, man. That may be one of my new favorite skins. I love that. I'm going to have to go find that person's streams. What we got here? So we already looked at that one, I think. A Signal LP. That looks basically, looks like a Obi-Wan skin, which is pretty cool. So that'll be the thing. Monsters are going to spawn in here. I'm going to put dispensers in. Witches, I believe, will drop one. A bunch of witches in there. More. And the stuff that spawns in here doesn't die. Now, here's my issue. Thank you very much, Mr. Diamond, for this subscription. I appreciate it. Let's test something. Does this ruin that? It does not. The glowstone does not reach the ground. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. That is excellent. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. On the roof, I'm going to do a layer, but I'm going to like checkerboard in glowstone, so it'll keep things from spawning on the roof, but it won't affect anything down here. Also, I may redo the flare lanterns, even though I normally like them to use them. I may go ahead and just do like a checkerboard of glowstone, which doesn't go through solid objects. So that way animals will still spawn, but mobs will not. See, I got to keep these guys from spawning up here, because for everyone that spawns up here, that's one less that'll spawn down there. Look at that guy. That is an awesome head. I've never seen that one before either. So, yeah. So what I would do, hypothetically, is I'd come in at least... So I'm not sure how far these will go. Let's come in 3 by 3, punch. And I would do it every 3 spaces in between kind of thing. And they won't be even, but really nobody's going to see them except me. Oops. So they'll see them, I guess, from... Who hit me? Sir! That's a cool head, though. I'll let you live. But this will get rid of the issue with them on top spawning, while at the same time... that's not the right spot. Giving some cool light. Hello, Quentin. Good day, my friend. Welcome back. And thank you, all of you, for hanging out with me today. I'm going to take this moment to chat about something I haven't done yet, but it takes just a minute. I'd like to let everybody know that here on the channel, we do have a membership program, in case that's something you might be interested in. It's a lot like a Twitch sub, only cheaper. $2.99 a month, and you get a whole bunch of stuff. If you click the join button anywhere on my YouTube channel, it will show you all the perks, but I'll cover a couple of the basic ones. The ones people like the most, we have 2 members-only Minecraft servers. One is a Sky Factory 4, and one is a Pixelmon currently. So as a member, you get unlimited access to our members-only servers. We also have members-only streams. When I do things like actually film videos, like these Let's Plays and such, I will go to members first. Usually I know them and have a relationship, and it's easier to know who I can depend on. But you don't have to be a member, per se, in order to be in them. I'm going to start with members, and then when I got all the members I can, I'll then grab other folks. You also get anybody you see in chat that has a green or blue font, has a little Dungeons and Dragons dice after the name. That signifies that you are part of the membership program. You also get custom emojis designed, discounts on my website, on the ODG store for Onlydraven Gaming merchandise, and a bunch of other stuff. It's a great way to support the channel while getting yourself a bunch of cool stuff at the same time. And I'm always looking for new perks to add to that program. I have absolutely no intention of having multiple tiers, unless YouTube requires it at some point. It's always going to be $2.99, and every new perk I can think of will just be added to that program. We're currently sitting on 90 members, so quite a few people participate in that, and we would love to have you in there if it's something that you might like to participate in. But if not, that is totally cool. I just like you hanging out. But playing Dungeons & Dragons, that is a great question. I have been running and writing the same Dungeons & Dragons story campaign for over 30 years. It's called Merged Worlds. That's what this is. Fire Moon is the symbol. So I've been across multiple groups. I have been running the same storyline. And one group's characters are the next group's historical figures. And it all bases on that. Every Thursday, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, I log on and take 2.5 to 3 hours telling that story. And I've been doing it for a year and a half. We're in the episode, I think tonight's 55. So you think about that. 55 episodes, 2.5 to 3 hours each time, and I'm still not done telling the story. It's a lot of fun. It's not Minecraft, so it definitely, I don't get quite as many people to that. People come to the channel mostly for Minecraft, but most of the people who start listening to it seem to really get into it. I'm very proud of it. I'm working on it for the majority of my life. And it's also available, for free of course, as an audio podcast on iTunes and Spotify. In both situations, it's just under the name Merged Worlds. That's all one word. MERGEDWORLDS. But yes, I've been running Dungeons & Dragons for the vast majority of my life. And love it. I actually have a live group that I play. This morning was actually our live group. We do that every other Thursday. My wife and two of my friends, who are also members, none of them have ever played before, so I'm teaching them the game. Let's see what else you can see here. Should see some monolith of spawning. Oh yeah, you can get a ton from that. That's true. Let's see here. You like RL Craft? I enjoyed it when I played it. I mean, definitely it can be frustrating. It is frustratingly hard. But I enjoyed it. The only thing is, it didn't take long to run out of stuff to do. Because I felt it was very exploration based. But there's really only like 5 or 6 different things to explore. The cake dungeon, there's the battle tower, stuff like that. And once you've found one, it's just doing that same thing over and over again. There's the Cyclops, things of that nature. Whoops. So I enjoyed it, but eventually, relatively quickly, I got to the point where I'm like, I'm out of stuff to do. Because you can do all the regular Minecraft stuff, but if I'm going to do that, I'm just going to play regular Minecraft. Get back in my Sky Factory 4. But I did stream a series of it. It is available on the channel. I did a chunk of episodes in that. I was relatively early on. It was before I got my current computer. And so back then there was definitely some lag issues, and it did not run as well as it does now. But when I first started streaming, my PC was... And last April, I think it was, I built this one, and it is a beast. Let's see. What else? Speaking of the website, I do have merch. I have to pimp it once in a while. Again, on my website, onlydraven.com, you will find the ODG store, where you can get shirts and mugs and stickers and hats and posters and all sorts of stuff. Somebody just got a blanket the other day, which is pretty cool. That's one of the posters. I got a t-shirt of that. Most of the shirts I wear are from my own stuff. I really like that. We have an artist There's an artist I know goes by Shadow Cass. She does all the channel's art for me. She also designs my emojis and all that kind of stuff. I would love it if you check out, even if you don't not to buy some, I'd love if you check out the store and give me some feedback. Things you'd like to see, things that you wish were there, stuff like that. Always looking for feedback. All right, we got 30 minutes left. I'm ways from being done this ceiling. I will finish this. I'm going to finish this row, and then I will come back and finish the ceiling later. Since obviously this is just doing this. I didn't realize quite how long this is going to take. I also need to get back down there to make sure all this didn't ruin what I was building. Where's my hole? Where's my hole? Did I fill it up? Oop, I filled my hole up. Okay. You know what I should do? I should put the hole right over the center. That way I can find it easy. Oh, no, there's my hole. Ha ha ha. Sweet. Woo. Okay, so yes, it does not appear to be... does not appear to be affecting any of the mobs. Who's that? Hello, Sin Killer. Again, as you see, all these little dudes are popping up. And that should cause a little bit of chaos. They want it. Oh, the Deadpool one is totally new. Billy Bob 250. Yeah, there's never been that one before. Night Miner, I recognize. That is awesome. All right. So now we need to get some spawners in here. So let's get those. I'm all about creating havoc. All right, so let's put some... Was that a skeleton bat? What is that? Stop flying. I want to see what you are. Statue bat. Oh, I remember those now. Still, bet that could maybe drop a head. All right, let's see. What do I want to put in the mod spawners? I want to put stuff in there that aren't just common spawning, right? Like I don't want to put in creepers and skeletons. I want stuff that you might be able to get ahead of that you can't get any other way. Endermen aren't real common. I'm not sure I'm going to use it, but I'm going to set it in here just to be on the safe side. Let's clean some of this out. Keep my night vision for now. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. I can pull this out. See, we got Endermite Evoker. That might cause some havoc. Let's talk about that. Not going to put Guardians in. That's obviously a Husk. Husks won't spawn in here naturally. Isn't there human? Isn't there spawn human in here somewhere? I want to say there is. Sheep, shulker, skeleton horse, slime. Funny if slime dropped a head, right? What is that going to look like? Shulker, skeleton horse, spider, squitch, 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 stray. I don't know what a stray is. I remember what a vex is. Villager, vindicator, I remember. All right, let's get into the next section. Big man, statue bat, bounce creeper, target dummy. Basal system. Ooh, a glitch. I could throw a glitch in there. I don't know if they drop heads. A spawn human. That's what I think gives us those other guys. That's what I wanted to test. Will it give us... It did. That's turkey. That's not just a regular human. Oh, there's enough Enderman in here. I don't think I need it. All right, let's see if we can get a different one. Because if I can do that, this is primarily what I want. Because, yes, it's dropping the... Because those are the things that these guys are really going to need the most to do this, is to get the Ender Crumb heads. Wither Crumb. Oh, look at that skin! That is awesome! Damon Dust, well played. That's a red creeper in a suit. Son of Diablo, also very cool. Oh, we got a Blitz over there. So here in the back is where I'm going to put these spawners. So to get to them, they have to fight their way back a little more. Oh, there's another cool one. What do you got? What do you look like? Ella Darcy. So that's one where it's still the classic head, but it has its own name, so I would accept that. All right, they're popping them out. I like it. There. My thought process is have several of those in the back, because we're already spawning. We've seen many of them. But to get to the back, I'm going to set a group of spawners with harder stuff. Excellent. I like that. All right, so what do we got here? I don't remember. I mean, you know, let me get a sword just in case I put something down that's a little bit too rough to deal with. Because some of these things that are real hard, I'm going to drop from the ceiling. That does look really cool up there. What is a Vex? Oh, it's one of those things. Crap, that's going to float around forever. Stray, what is that? Stray, you have a lot. Oh, you don't have that many life points. Husk is fine. Leave him in there. He's a problem, is he not? He's a turd to deal with. I don't know if I want too many of those. So I'm not sure I want those. But I do want it. The light will mess with that. What was in there? Enderman. I don't want an Enderman one now. Now I can go to Enderman. So I don't like any of those. I think I do want a Wither skeleton. I'd like to have some Wither skeletons in here because they just, you know, suck as individuals. And that's really something nobody would ever want to fight. So, of course, I want those in there. Because it's important that that everyone be entertained. But of everyone, it's more important that I be entertained. There must be entertainment for Draven. Have a Wither skeleton. Wow, I dropped that Wither skeleton and it thundered. I mean, I'm not going to say it was connected or that was ominous or not, but you never know, right? Let me see. Where are the potions? Where are the eggs? Okay. Where did we leave off? What else we got in here that might be cool? Evoker, gas. Gas, I don't think drop heads. Elder Guardian. Those aren't going to do a whole lot. We're back in the regular stuff. Here we are. That's where I want to be. Bounce Creeper, Blizz. So maybe Blitz. Blitz might work. I want some of these things just to be irritating. Not everything is going to... A glitch may work. Keep the Wither Skeleton. Ender Fighter. I don't know what that is. We're going to grab onto that. My human. Slimes. Mad Scientist. Mutant Scientist. Don't need the rogues. Red Cap. I don't know if any of the Twilight stuff drops heads, so I don't want to put too many of those in here. But for just being a turd, I may put some in the roof that drop it just to fight. I'm not going to put a Naga down. Penguin. Ram, Kobold. Room. Again, I don't know if any of these things can drop heads, so I'm hesitant to put too many Twilight Force things. Yeti. Cave Troll. Baby Skeleton. Feral Ghoul. Well, now that sounds interesting. Kind of feel like we want a Feral Ghoul, right? Like, I can't think of anything I'd like more than a Feral Ghoul. Let's go see who else we can throw in here. There's another cool one. What are you? Toxic Death. Okay. Okay. Where did I put that other one? There it is. Put that one right about here. Hang on. I see something over there. I want to see what it is. What is that guy? Oh. Mr. Bisco. Alright. Let's see. What's a Feral Ghoul look like? Oh. Oh, they're quick. Oh, yeah. We'll leave one of those in here. I'm alright with that. Again, my entertainment. What's an Ender Fighter? Endermen that attack you. Okay, that might be too much. The system. That instead. Break that. We'll do a Blizz for sure. If that's those in here. Oh, my potion ran out. Wonder why I got darker. Got a Blizz. Got some of those. I feel like I should put a Blaze in here. I know you can get a Blaze head, so I'm assuming you can get the other ones. Blitz, Blizz. We'll do a Blitz. Stuff to deal with. What else do I have? Can I do a glitch? I can. Throw some system glitches in here. I'm alright with that. Not sure what the Ender. I think I want another Wither skeleton. Let's see. What else? So we've got those in here. I feel like I need at least one blaze. Where's blaze? Two. Blaze. Just blaze. One of them blaze. Again, they have 20 minutes to run in here and do what they can. There we are. Again, running in and out. Not allowed to break any spawners, though. That'll be a rule. I feel like nothing's spawning up front here. Something should. Which specifically? Things that I know are irritating. Shulker? No, not shulkers. Shulkers just suck. Slime. We'll put some slimes in here just for the combat purposes. Not so much to get ahead. Vexer. Bouncy creepers are already bouncing. The failed animals are so awesome. You know what? I'll put a ranged droid one down just for the frustration of it all. Why am I forgetting what a ghast is? I don't remember what a ghast is. Why am I drawing a blank on that? Of course. That scientist would blow their mind. Most people have never seen one of those, but that borders boss at that point. I don't want to put anything that is too boss. Some of those things can edge spiders. Some of those things can break through even obsidian, and I don't want to take that chance. All right, so I got a couple more. All right, a couple more up here to the front. We're going to give you witches. We're going to put you rogue androids, ranged androids specifically. We're going to give you... What's a ghast? Oh, God, that's a ghast. I remember now. Probably not. Probably not. Well, maybe one flying around in here. Hedge spiders. They're irritating. Okay, these ones are closer to the front. They may not be as... Hedge spider. Yeah, somebody need you to stay in this room, please. All right. I feel good with that. That's a fair chunk of things to fight. Now, there's going to be 12 of them, you know. I may need to go in here. What is the... What did I just do? No. Does anybody remember what the modifier is for spawn count and max nearby entity? Well, there's one. Your ghast? Yeah, I don't have anything in here that might blow up my world. I did for a second there think about using eggs. It ignores rules, but I'm not sure how much it ignores rules. I'll use it on a couple of these front ones. Whoops. That one. That one. Definitely going to do it to the human ones are important. That's where they're going to get a lot of their stuff from. All right. So I'm okay with the inside of here. Is it coarse fruit? Which one does that affect? North spawn cap. Oh, beauty. Wait, did I already have that? I've already got ignore spawn conditions. That does spawn cap. Okay, got it. Thank you. Oh, guys, stop hanging out on the floor. It'll be easy pickings. Definitely want that for these guys at the back. And maybe a few interesting ones at the front. That one, I can do it to all the front things. Do it to a few of them. Those. Ghast is still hanging out in here. Oh, I did still have a Ghast in here. Oh, no, that's a Blitz. Okay. Throw this front. That'll work. That'll work. All right. So I'm okay with that. I feel like the inside has got enough stuff to deal with. Because, again, I don't want them to die every 3 feet. I'd like them to die every 5 feet. I'm going to play test this, of course, before I actually put people through it. Where's that? Hello, Muttley. Greetings and salutations. Where's my hole? There it is. Now I got to build doors. And I may put a few animal spawners out here to let people go around and fight some of the animals as well. So we talked about doing castle doors, which I'm intrigued with. What color would look better? I normally go with this one. I forgot. You got to hold shift down. I don't think I want the door that big, though. I want it to be smaller. Could do it 3 high. Oh, poo. Swinging at something that's not there. Okay. I think I'll do it 3 high. You stay in there, creeper. You jerk. I'm going to change a little bit of the decoration around the door. I need the door. I think the doors need to be highlighted a bit more. So, let's see what you guys think about this. That's one option. Or kind of like this one better. It disrupts the rainbow, but I think it stands out a little better. Definitely makes the door more visible from the outside. Whoops. Whoops. Whoop, 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 whoop. Obsidian. Obsidian. Don't want that. I'm hoping a blast won't affect these doors. I believe we determined earlier that they do not. I'm hoping they contain the blast and keep the blast from coming outside. That's all of them. 1, 2, wait. Is that enough? Yeah, 1 in the middle, 2 on each side. That's correct. Okay. So that would be our 5 doors in. Player will be starting on his space. I am purple. That one's a little further away. I'm going to run to this door. Into hell. Into hell. Which I may give them potions as well. Because they're going to have this. This is with brightness all the way up. If they had some of these. Yeah, that's doable. That they can run around through that. I have no problem with that. Oh, what are you, Shadows of Fire? Great. So they're going. I'm planning on that they will probably die a whole lot. So other than their gear, I may put a bunch of potions of infravision in here, which will take a while because I'll put in like 3 full rows of them. Exactly. A few at a time. But I'll fill those up and I'll put their armor in. I got to create their armor and their weapons and put that in their chest. Also give them their potions and their food, although the food's not going to be as important because I assume they're going to die a lot more often than they have a chance to do any of that with. I need to set the spawn book so that they spawn here. I'm going to make a Draven room of storage. I'm going to work on that later. For now, because I don't want to have to keep remaking these chests. I've already got them. It makes it easier. New players can go inside. Doesn't allow mobs or anything to fly. Turkey, take a look. Take a look. I always forget to do the @ symbol. Dark utilities. Ah, yes, the mob filter. The only problem is I don't think there's a... Well, I guess I could do a white mob filter that only lets players through. Done a tutorial on these. Oh. I can't believe I did that on there. Dang it. Hold on. Messed up. I've been very careful to make sure anything I do, I put on the grass, not on here. I didn't have that problem. But these are the ones you could walk through. Those are the ones you can walk through. Okay. There we go. That would actually work well because I can put that on the other side of this door. Just as a, you know what I mean? And it, Pat, you turd, get out of there. Shovel and whoop your butt. So that would, it also makes it a little bit easier for them to see the way out. Because I really can't put those fancy blocks in here because they'll explode. Thank you for reminding me about these. I had completely forgotten. That is a very good idea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now they're ready to leave. Make their way, walk through there. Won't work because they can't open the door. Oh, that sucks. It was such a great idea too. But you can't open and close the castle doors. And any other door could be destroyed by explosion. Which is why we have to use these ones. Yeah, once you go in, there's no way out. I need them to be able to get out. That was an awesome idea, but unfortunately that one won't work. That's okay, though. I appreciate... Oh, there's a... Who are you? Dark helmet. Cool. I think I could... Oh, God. I think that I can use that, though, in a different way. On a different Let's Play that I'm thinking about building as well. Okay. That's another really good idea. That totally works, too. Oh, excellent. Way to recover that. Well played, Val. Well played indeed. Leave the middle one open. I mean, the only thing that could get through that at that point... You turd bats. Oh! You made me break my wall! Jerk. Castle door again. That will work. That will work very, very well. I see a creeper over there, but I think that's because he jumped off the roof. Things are still spawning. I've only got part of the glowstone done yet. So most of this is done. The only thing I have next to do is my dispensers. The dispensers are going to come next. I know it's exciting, clouds. But here's what I'm thinking. Thinking about putting one. We'll do it in this row first. And it's not going to be everywhere. It's just going to be sections like this. Then I take a dispenser. All right. So then the dispensers I can fill with eggs of miscellaneous things I want to throw at them. And I'm just going to put, I believe this will work. I'm going to go test it real quick. I've only got 7 minutes. I'm not going to get to mess with this much today. So, let's see, let me grab a block. Dispenser. Get myself an egg. Brody, I'm just going to pick like an animal. There's a cow. Grab a stack of cow eggs. Stack of cow eggs in there. Get a, wrong button. Then I'm going to make sure this works. So then basically, when I walk across it, we have a cow. So I'm going to have a bunch of mobs in there that it'll drop the eggs. And the eggs shouldn't hatch until they hit the ground, so the animal shouldn't take any damage from the height. But I can just, like, literally just go running across a row of them, dropping a bunch of stuff down. I don't have to worry about flipping levers or anything like that. Like, I have little sections of them. May even put them, like, in a group of 4, so I can just run over and do a quick little circle and hit 4 of them at once. And in there, I might put in some of the slightly harder stuff that I don't want to have a mob spawner for all the time, like a Vindicator, you know what I mean? And I may not put a stack of 64 in there. I may just have, when you walk across it, it should randomly punch one of them out. So if I put like a Vindicator in there, maybe even some of the small boss things, Mad Scientist, things like that, that might be. Wait, so right click what? In here? That's not doing anything. You mean right click here? It doesn't do that. Everybody keeps telling me these things and it doesn't do anything. This is me clicking the scroll wheel. It does not do any of that thing. All it does is pick it up for me. I right click over here or right click over here. None of that happens either. While looking at a block. Am I not looking at a block here? Like here? That doesn't do anything. That doesn't do anything. Right clicking on these things as well. Nothing is happening. Things right clicking on there. Clicking on these. Clicking on these. In the game. Now I'm confused. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that's what people are talking about. No one explained it like that. Everybody's saying yes. Every time you need a stack of something, it only let you do it. It only gave me one, and it won't let me do. I'll have to go to another spot, right? Okay, that's how that would work. Okay, that wouldn't work if I need a stack of something. It only pulls one. For stack, that would not work. Okay, that's still not a bad idea. That still helps in some ways. All right, well, we've only got a couple minutes left, and I think this is a good place to call it. We got a lot done today. We got the whole outer shell done except for the roof. We've got a roof about a third of the way done. We got the spawn, all the starting areas done. We got mob spawners and everything in there. Got the doors on. So all I have left to do is to finish glowstoning the other half of the top of this, putting in my dispensers. I'm not sure I'm going to leave those 4 there. I'm just, as I put those in as example. Put in my dispensers, fill those, and then, wait a minute. You can just middle click and it will go to any open space. Clicking that one. Oh, okay. Before it wasn't letting me do 2 of the same block. But I was trying to do. It wasn't letting me do 2 of the same block. I have to, and then after I finish the roof and the distributor, all I have to do is stock their chests. What we done? So the next time I stream this, which is tomorrow morning, tomorrow I'll be streaming this from what? 11 to 1? No. 11 to 2. 11 to 2 tomorrow I'll be streaming this again. We'll get this thing done for sure. Actually, I'm about to turn it off here in just a minute. We're reaching the end now. We'll go up and it's 6 p.m. my time, so that's what time the stream ends now. I'm going to go and make some food for my family. And then I'll be back in 2 hours for our Merged Worlds Dungeons and Dragons stream. That's at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern every Thursday. So some of you may be interested. Again, it's not Minecraft. And I'll be honest, because I try to throw this out on Merged Day. Because that's also being released as an audio podcast on Spotify or iTunes, there are people who listen to that don't play Minecraft. So I don't really answer Minecraft questions in the chat during that stream, because then the people who are listening to it on Spotify or iTunes have to listen to stuff that has nothing to do with what they're listening for and that most of them probably wouldn't understand. So I don't really talk Minecraft on those streams, but you can shoot me a Discord message, and after the stream, I will do my best to answer any questions that you have. Okay? All right. That said, thank you all for coming by and hanging out with me today. I had a blast. I had a lot of fun doing this. Hopefully you did too. If so, be sure to click that like button. More importantly, remember to subscribe if you're new so you can hang out with us all the time. Join our Discord channel. Go to my website, onlydraven.com. Button at the top you can click on. Take you right on in, and we would love to have you. It's open to everyone, and there's a lot of great people there helping each other out. So if you need some Minecraft help or would like to help others, great place to hang out. While you're at the website, take a minute and click on the social media tab. I'd love it if you'd consider following me on Twitter. And some of the other ones, Instagram and such too. Twitter's probably the main one, but I'd love it if you'd consider giving me a follow on those. I promise I do not blow up your feed. I don't post 100 things a day. 2 or 3 times a week at most. But other than that, thanks for coming by. I'll be back again in 2 hours, and hopefully I'll see some of you then. If not, tomorrow morning, like I said, at 11 a.m. Eastern, we'll be doing this. And tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, we'll be back in the JEI Sky Factory 4 challenge and continuing with that. All right. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. All right. I will talk to you later.